free tips to help you discover your hidden talents and abilities. Blessings in abundance be upon you, my family. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jonathan Edmond, and if you are new here, welcome to the Affirm Life family. It is a pleasure and an honor to have you. Welcome. In today's video, we'll be discussing 3 things which you can do to help reveal, uncover, unveil your hidden talents and abilities. Now, I have been privileged to be able to interview on the radio program Affirm Life a number of young and experienced entrepreneurs and artists. And one of the questions that I always put to them is, how is it that they were able to discover their talents and abilities? And the tips that I will be sharing with you today were inspired by their responses. So let's get started. Tip number 1, do some brainstorming and make a list of the things that you are really good at or used to be really good at. Now, this is a very straightforward strategy. It's simply you getting a pen or pencil and a sheet of paper and writing down the things that you are really good at. And this is something which is also very powerful because it allows you to have a visual, to have something tangible, something more vivid. And it also allows you to probe and to dig into your mind. And if you do this is something that I have actually done once or twice in the past. And if you do this, you may be surprised at how long your list turns out to be. You may be surprised at how talented you are, because there may be so many things that you are good at, but you just don't consider them to be talents. But a talent is simply something that you are really good at. It's something that you have a natural aptitude for, something which you do very well, right? So make a list, get a pen, get a sheet of paper, make a list of the things that you are really good at, and even the things that you would consider that you used to be good at. Because you often hear people say things like, I used to be really good at this, I used to be really good at skating, I used to be really good at drawing, I used to write a lot of poems back in school, I had a whole list of poetry. And so persons often express that there are a number of things that they used to be really good at back in their teenage years and secondary school and so on. But talent, in my experience, and based on what I've seen and heard from others, your talent never dies. So if there's something that you used to that you were really good at as a child, it's most likely that you're still good at this thing. And this may be something to explore. So when you're making your list of things that you are really good at, also consider things that you used to be really good at back then. Okay? Tip number 2, try out different things, different activities and so on that you are interested in. Oftentimes, there are a number of things that we are interested in and we never come around to trying them out or to dabbling in them or to delving into them. For example, in my case, I have always wanted to try out playing an instrument. I've always wanted to try out learning music production, music engineering, or audio engineering, and a number of other things, filmmaking. So there are a number of things that you may want to try out, and you never came around, you never brought yourself around, or you never brought yourself to the point where you actually dabbled in them, or you tried them out, or you delve into them. And this is a wonderful way of discovering hidden talents and abilities, trying out certain things that you are interested in. So you may be interested in cake decorating, but you never got around to taking a course, you never got around to checking online to see what you could learn. You may be interested in designing, maybe home designing, maybe outdoor designing, landscaping, and so on. You may be interested in that, but you never got around to, you know, just trying it out and experiencing and seeing how it feels and so on. So there may be a number of things that a number of interests that you have, but you never made the time or you never got around to trying them out. So this is something, this is a way of discovering hidden talents and abilities, and it's something that you can do maybe once a year, twice a year. Try something new, try something that you have an interest in, that you've been wanting to try out for years now. You've been wanting to learn how to play an instrument. You've been wanting to, try out music engineering. You've been wanting to try out horseback riding and a number of other things, but you just never made the time. So this is a wonderful way of discovering new talents and abilities. Try out things that you have an interest in. Okay? Tip number 3. Step out of your comfort zone to try out new things or embrace challenges. I remember the first time I got on stage to perform, to do spoken word. It was about maybe 2002. And this back then was way out of my comfort zone. But I had been doing a little writing, and I had this desire to speak and express myself and to share my talent. That I'd recently discovered that I had a talent for spoken word, and I had this desire to share it. So I got this opportunity to perform at a poetry night, poetry recital in Vieux Fort, right next to Courts. And it was the first time I got on stage, and there was one time where I just blanked out. But the good thing is that it came across as a pause in the performance, so nobody really recognized it. But back then, that was way out of my comfort zone. But the performance was so well received. A number of people were telling me how good it was and so on. And it just confirmed to me that yes, excuse me, I do have a talent for spoken word. I can do spoken word. I can write a little poetry, so stepping out of your comfort zone is a wonderful way of discovering new talents and abilities. And you may have these opportunities come to you every now and then at work and at home. At work you may have an opportunity to lead a group, but because this is out of your comfort zone, you shy away from it. You may have an opportunity to speak in front of a crowd, an opportunity to represent your place of employment, an opportunity to do something that is out of your comfort zone. But because it is out of your comfort zone, your body cringes and your mind starts to make excuses of why you cannot do it, or your mind starts to bring up things that could go wrong, right? And because of that, you pull back from it. But this is a wonderful way of exposing yourself and trying something new and discovering a talent or natural aptitude that you may have for this thing that is presented to you. So stepping out of your comfort zone is a wonderful way of discovering hidden talents and abilities. It puts you out there into new experiences, and like I said, this is something that I could testify to. At one point in time, doing this was way out of my comfort zone. Doing these videos and speaking to people in public, getting on stage. I remember for years I would cringe and tremble, and I would get really anxious and nervous anytime I held a mic, anytime I had to speak to a group of people and so on. But over time, I got more and more used to it, and it just showed me more and more that I had the talent to perform. I had the talent to speak. I had the talent to MC and to host ceremonies and shows and so on and so forth. And stepping out of your comfort zone, like I said, this is a wonderful way of discovering your talents, new talents and abilities. So when you get these opportunities to step out of your comfort zone, just grab them with both hands and both feet and just give it a try. Also, embrace challenges. embrace challenges. Challenges are also out of our comfort zone, right? Anything that is out of our comfort zone is considered a challenge, really. And we oftentimes, when we're faced with challenges, whatever they may be, life challenges at home, at work, challenges on a personal level and so on, oftentimes the tendency is to pull away, to want to get rid of these. But these challenges, these circumstances may be circumstances that will force us to discover certain abilities that we have, whatever the challenge may be, right? And it's just something that we need to try our best to say yes to, in a sense of taking on the challenge. By saying yes, what I mean is that we take on the challenge. Instead of trying to pull away from it, we take on it and we see how best we could move through it. Okay, bonus tip. Listen to what others have to say about your abilities. Now, this is something, of course, you do with discretion, right? Because some persons may not have your best interest at heart, so it's best to listen to persons you can trust, or you could even ask persons around you that you trust what are some of the things they believe that you are good at. But every now and then, you could also reflect on some of the things that persons have told you about your abilities and so on. All right, but like I said, with discretion, and persons around you could fill you in with regards to the things that you have a talent for, with regards to hidden talents and abilities, because sometimes people around you see things in you that you don't see in yourself. So listen to others with regards to the things that you have a talent for, okay, but with discretion, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope that you got value from it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, or just give it a thumbs up to support the channel, to help move this video through the YouTube universe. And again, thank you so much for watching. It's always a pleasure and an honor. Before we go, I have to big up Miss Naya Ale, who is always supporting, always tuning in, always supporting the channel and the movement. Thank you so much for joining the Affirm Life family. To you, thank you so much. And all the best with discovering your hidden talents and abilities. Really try these out and just put your energy out there, distribute your energy, try new things, and so on and so forth. And all the best to you. Peace and love to you. One love, Affirm Life.